Hello everyone, my name is Helen and I'm here for Not Too Shabby, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made 3 cards using this flower truck stamp set as well as the Dots for Spring paper pack. Now these are Swiss dots and it comes with regular size and mini Swiss dots, and I just showed you an example of what they look like right there. And then I'm going to be bringing in my cloud stencils and dies to help me decorate my card. So let's get started with card 1. The first one, I'm going to be using the truck, and this truck reminds me of my husband's truck. He has like this 1974 Ford truck and it's black, so I will be stamping this with my black soot Distress Oxide ink, and I'm going to be stamping this twice, and then I'm going to emboss this image with my clear embossing powder. So I had to work really fast here before it dries, but usually oxide inks give me a little freedom, so they don't dry out quickly, but they will dry out. So I wanted to make sure that I get that embossing powder on there as soon as I could. Now I was inspired to create a card that looks like a stamp, so that's why I brought in a die with that edge that kind of resembles a stamp, the kinds that you would get from the post office. And I'm not going to make a shaker card here. I just want to put some foam adhesive on there, so then when I put it on top of my card, it would have a little bit of dimension. And now we're going to do some stenciling, and I brought my cloud stencil from MFT, and the color I'm using here is Tumbled Glass Distress Oxide ink, and I'm just ink blending that cloud and turning it so then I can get different textures, and then I'm going to smooth that out with my blending brush. I didn't do any splattering because I like the way it looks just as it is. And so now I'm just going to center that on my card base, and I'm going to add in these little hill borders. These are from Lawn Fawn. It has that stitch on the top, and I just wanted to put that in my card just to give it a little more texture and interest. And I went ahead and added some more of my tape adhesive behind that grassy hill. And then we're just going to go ahead and adhere that on the card front. And I'm trying to center this as best as I can. And then the truck's going to go on top of those grassy hill borders. But before I put the truck on there, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. And this one says, "Choose kindness, laugh often." And I really love that. And this stamp set comes with many cute sentiments such as fresh picked flowers, and the one that you see there, another one says, "Well, hello there," and the other one says, "Hey friends." So it's really a nice springy versatile stamp set for spring. And now I'm just going to stamp some of these tulips, and I stamped the first one with worn lipstick, the flowers there, and then the grass is mowed lawn. And I'm going to add some more of the clear embossing powder on this just so it can mimic the truck, the shininess of it. And then I went ahead and fussy cut those flowers, and I did fussy cut in between it so there's no white showing, and I really like how that looks. And then I'm going to finish it off with this butterfly that I colored off camera with some simple Copic coloring, and that finishes up card 1. Now we're on card 2. I'm gonna ink blend more clouds on this one, and again I'm using Tumbled Glass. And one of my favorite stencils to use when I'm ink blending is actually clouds. It's just so easy to do and so fun. And I'm just smoothing that out with my blending brush, and that's how it looks. And then this time I cut a larger oval because I wanted to again have a little bit dimension. Later on you'll see me put some foam tape on there, but this time I'm going to be stamping the freshly picked flowers with black ink, which is black soot, but I won't be doing any clear embossing on this. I'm just going to have it like a matte finish, and then I'm going to clean that up, and then I'm going to be covering the words around the hearts on both ends. and I'm gonna be stamping those hearts with candied apple. Now I really like the fonts on this sentiment because I like how it's a print font and then a scripty font at the bottom, and I think it just gives it a really nice touch. And then pair it with these super cute hearts and you got yourself a beautiful sentiment. And this one's going to be a really quick and simple card. I die cut some grass from Lawn Fawn dies, and then I just cut 2 of them, and I'm going to layer one on top of the other. And then I'm going to put some foam tape like I said earlier, and this is a 1/8 inch foam tape, and it's just the right amount of dimension. And I'm going to put this on top of my card. And right now I was thinking, okay, this card needs little more color, so then I colored, actually no, I stamped some of these flowers, but I didn't stamp the bottom green because I knew that the grass would cover it up, so I just inserted in there. I put a little bit of foam tape behind the flowers, and that finishes up card number 2. Now for card number 3, I went ahead and colored these 3 flower vases off camera, and it's again simple alcohol marker coloring. I die cut the postage die, and I actually used the front cover of Jaime's Dots for Spring paper pack, and I also used the smallest Swiss dots for this. And then I die cut another square from the same die set with a postage stamp edge. And then I'm just going to center these flower vases, but then I'm going to put some foam tape on the very center of that. And then I'm going to again stamp the choose kindness, laugh often. But then I felt like it was getting lost in that pattern paper, so I decided to stamp it on a white cardstock, and I really like how that looks. And I'm going to finish it off with some of these jewels from my stash. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this process video. Don't forget to visit Jaime's shop. She carries many other brands and items at her shop, and don't forget to use the coupon code to get 10% off down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.